today actually is the topic I've been doing for the past week or two is the same line of thought I'm going through. I've been talking about home business, especially for working moms and stay-at-home moms or parents who want to start their own home business. So I've been bringing tips on how to start your own home-based business. What are some of the challenges that you normally face when starting your own home-based business, and also what are some of the difficulties or problems you will experience, but at the same time, what are also most of the lot of benefits that we get from starting our own home business, and also the reason why a lot of people, especially working moms or stay-at-home moms, why they turn their attention to owning their own business. So these are the same line of thoughts I've been going on with in this big topic, because it's a big topic and I've chopped them into like bits and pieces so that it will be easier to keep the flow going. And also most of the questions some have been asking in one of my live I had, the line of thought is almost the same. So I kind of like put the topic together and try to divide them in bits and pieces, yeah? So today I'm going to give several great tips about your home business, especially for ones who have already been in home business, and also those of you who are like anticipating or thinking about going into home business. These are very great tips or things you want to think about when start your own home-based business, or maybe if you're already into your own business, you have not think of these tips. This will be something you want to consider as well, yeah? Because there are numerous reasons why you might be interested in starting your own home-based business, along with a great deal of doubt. Sometimes we also have a lot of doubt, and we have concerns, and we also have a lot of questions when we start our own home business. So the topic today goes over issues as well as advices on what we need to expect when we start or to operate our own home business, our own business. It doesn't mean that necessarily it's only from home, but it can be maybe you own your own shop and things like that. These are also things you want to consider as well, yeah? Because when you say home-based business, you have your own home, you are your own boss, you decide your working hours and things, so it's a home-based business. You can choose if you want to work from home, or you can choose how you want to, where you want to work from, yeah? So, but, just because most of the time, especially when we have the opportunity or the possibility to work from home, most of the time we have this tendency as a home-based business to work in our pajamas. Sometimes like when we wake up just from bed and maybe we had a cup of coffee or tea or breakfast or whatever, still in our pajamas. Sometimes we take this opportunity to say, oh, it's okay, we work in our pajamas and things like that. But this doesn't mean that actually we should, because we are working from home. Yeah, because while it may be, the reason why this is very important, while it may be tempting, sometimes it may be tempting to go from bed to your decks to start your work, it is very, very important that we want to know that you will be more productive if you like dress and act as if you are ready to meet with an important client at any time, maybe during that time while you are working. And it's very important to think about that, because the reason why it is very important also because even if you work with a professional, for example, you're working with professional or as a professional financial planner for your home business, you want to make sure that you understand financials of your business, including expenses and income statements. So maybe you want to be having meeting with someone like this. So it's very important that you want to dress as if you are ready to go to work, to your office, leaving the house, going to work outside. So this will make you have this your mental thinking that it is a business, it is a serious thing you're doing, and it will help you to be more productive in your business. Yeah, and this also really helps with you making appropriate decisions based on understanding of your revenue flow and your expenses, and also how different situations may affect your business. So it is very important that you want to think about these things, not only like the way you dress up, but also your expense in your business. You also want to really think about this as well. Yeah. And also, it is very important that because you're working from home, you want to also join some business forums and discussions. You know, a lot of these business forums, they can have a lot of discussions going on, yeah? Because forums, they are very, very great place for you to get started. Like when you open your own home-based business, it's very important to have this kind of place, yeah, because you will be more, you will meet more people who have been like running their own home business and they are successful for a while, and then also they can give you tips and advice on what to remember, what to do, what to consider, and things like this, because sometimes it's not everything you will think at once. So, but as you're going with your business, then you will be having this advice and these tips along the way, yeah? So that's why forums, they are very, very great place to start with. You will also meet others, home business owners who are just like starting, just like you, yeah? So you will not actually feel alone during this difficult process, because in the beginning it's like kind of a difficult process to get your business to a stable level where you will be having this kind of smooth flow, say to say, even though you have it in some kind of level, but at the same time we still experience like this roller coaster. But because you have built a strong foundation, it will help you to stay consistency when you get up there. So that's why it's very important that you want to be among others who also have the same line of thoughts like you as well, yeah? And also, but again, it is also very, very important that you want to identify your ideal market or your ideal customer or your ideal, your target audience or your target market. People call it different ways. You want to consider this, because these are the forums that you want to join and be part of the conversations and you can offer your own tips in maybe a question that is being raised in the group. You can give your own little bit input here and there, yeah? So when you think of your target market, so these are the kind of forums you want to search for. Let's say, for example, you are into what example, health and wellness, for example. Those are the forums you want to search for, yeah? Or let's say you're into hairdressing, for example. Those are the forums you want to search for, so that you have tips and here and there. Maybe if even you're into beauty and cosmetic, these are the forums you also want to search for, because then you will have a lot of great tips on the specific area, your niche, where you are focused on, yeah? And this helps you to start becoming even more visible in the marketplace, because remember that when you started, you are not known. But the more forums you join, because most of these forums, sometimes you have over 50,000, some you have even over 100,000 of different marketers there. So the more you participate in some of this discussion, the more you become known. And most of them even want to join, partner with you. Most of them want to become your customer, and most of them can become your clients as well. So that's why it's very, very important that you also develop your knowledge. You also learn new things each and every day, so that you will continue to boost your confidence. Another great tip that is very, very important to remember, that a post box, office box, yeah, like maybe where your mails and things go, can be a wise investment when you start your own home business, because handling all of your business correspondence through a PO box, a mailing box, will also protect your identity and your privacy. Because the reason is, there are and there are a lot of ones who have had a lot of bad experiences out there, because this is very, very important to remember. Because when you become a business owner, you also become more tempting target for scammers and harassers. Yeah, so using a PO box also keeps your potential irritants or harassers away. So that's why it's very, very important that your home address, you don't want to like just bring it out in the open. So you want to have like a PO box, or maybe they use your email or something that they can get in contact with you, or maybe your phone number. And this also you want to maybe remove in the how you call it, in the directory or something like that. Yeah, so that you will have your privacy as well. Well, again, it depends on which part of the world you are in. Yeah, so you also need another thing. You also need to assume that your business is going to make money, and thus you want to open a separate bank account. Because remember, all the big businesses that we see out there today, all of them don't just start big. They all start from the bottom. They all start from zero. And because they had a great vision for where they want their business to go, they had a great vision for the level they want their business to go. Already from the foundation, they started treating that business as a business. So you want to think that your business have a separate bank account from your personal bank account. Yeah, so you want to make sure that you keep these ones separately from each other. Yeah, and then likewise you will also want to get a separate debit card if it's possible. And debit card, your bank card, yeah, and everything else can that goes along with a separate account. Everything you need to have a separate account for. You want to make sure you keep these things separate, your personal and your bank account, bank account, yeah, because the thing is, you will want to keep your business money and your personal money separately, because you want to know how your business is growing. So you want to make sure these two things are separate from each other, even though you own your business, but you also want to make sure that you're into business, you keep these things apart. And also, as you start to build your home business, you should also figure out where in your home it will be, which part of your home you want to make as a office, your office. So having a small office in your home is a very, very great idea. Like, say for example, you can choose to say a corner in your living room, or in your bedroom, a corner in your bedroom, or maybe a part of your dining room or your dining table. You can have a section there. If or if it's like a corner at your garage, even, if you have a garage, yeah, that you can also transform into an office. Yeah, so if, like, say for example, you want to use your garage, part of your garage, as an office, you will also need to consider the cost of insulating and maybe running the heat and ensuring that you have all the adequate setup for setting up maybe a computer, a telephone, a home office telephone, and things like this. So these are some of the things that you want to consider when you start in your own home business, because sometimes when we start, we don't really think of it. Like, for example, for me, I have a portion of my how is it called, my dining table. As you can see, all the time I'm almost like in the same spot. So I've portion, I have a portion where this is my working area, that I know I've make it in a way that this is my working area. So whenever I sit, it helps me to focus, that I know I'm working. The kids, my family, they know this is my working area. You will also want to do the same as well, no matter which part of your home you have set up to be your office. It doesn't mean that you have to put all kind of things, but just with the idea and having your own space, it is very, very important to think about that as well. Yeah, and also taking a business trip, for example, it's very, very important. Sometimes you take a business trip, yeah, because you cannot do everything from home. So you will have to, like, maybe go and meet with a client or maybe an investors, something of the sort. Or maybe it depends, like if you're in network marketing, maybe your company or other companies, they are hosting an event. You will also want to take this opportunity to attend some of these events as well, yeah. But also when you are taking these trips, whatever cost you are generating in your business, you want to make sure that you want to keep track of how much you spend while you're on your business trip. It is very important. And also whatever equipment, maybe you buy some equipment, whether it's a computer, whether it's a phone for your business, whether it's whatever you buy that is in relation for your business, you want to make sure that you keep the receipts for each and every of this item, whatever you spend for your business, because you will be able to deduct these things, these expenses from your tax at the end of the year. So you want to make sure you keep all this, because you have the opportunity or to deduct all these items for your business, which is in the law of the tax system. Well, of course, here in Denmark, I don't know for like other part of the world, but I'm sure it's almost more like the same. They have almost more like the same laws, the same rules as well. Yeah. Good evening, Maricon. You're very welcome this evening. How are you? Yeah, and also even if you simply maybe drive back and forth to some place the same day, you will also still need to deduct whatever gas, fuel, the cost you use for that trip. So it is very important. Maybe like when you start your trip, you maybe fill your tank. You want to make sure you keep this receipt very good, because at the end of the year you can deduct all this from your tax. And the reason why it's very That's great, Maricon. The reason why this is very, very important to keep the receipt, because maybe at some point, tax will want to come back and ask for all those receipts. And if you don't have those receipts and then you have claimed the money, then they will want to ask you to pay back those money. But if you have all those receipts down, you keep them very well. If even they come to audit you at some point, you will definitely be able to show your proof that these are your proof. So that's why you always want to make sure you have all these things down when you have your own business, so that you don't fall into a deep water at some point with the tax. Yeah. So these are things that you want to remember. And also making the decision to start a home business, or maybe to invest more in the one that you've already gotten. Maybe you've already started your a home business. You're thinking of maybe getting something else that you want to take off the ground. It is very, very important that you also want to think about this here, because this can also have a cause for concern. Yeah, just like I said on my live yesterday, because it's very important that your finance, you want to make sure that you have it in control. Whatever penny, whatever cent you spend, you want to make sure you have. You can even have a book where you have all your dates for what you spend on and things like this, that can always help you to be updated, yeah, on your business. And there are also many questions about what to do, when to do it, how to do it, and why should I do you know, from marketing to maybe overhead to product choice. We have lots of questions. Why, how? These are questions that each and every marketer experience. They ask themselves, and it is normal. But then it is very, very important that you want to make sure when you ask this question, you want to really think of the answers. If you don't really know, you want to ask someone who is a professional, someone who has been there. That's why even having a coach is very, very important for your business, because when you have a coach, they have been there, they have gone through all those challenges, they have passed through all those things. So when you have a coach, they can help you to see what you don't see or where you don't see. They can help you to really focus your mind in certain direction. So that's why it's very, very important to have someone that can help you get the flow. Like for me, whenever I talk with my coach, sometimes, you know, when she's talking, I always make sure I'm 100% focused on what she's saying, because sometimes she can give that golden nugget. If you're not paying attention, then it's like it's past. So all the time I make sure I have my pen and paper. I'm taking notes. Sometimes she will ask me questions that I've not even think of, or sometimes if even I think of it, sometimes the way she will ask, and what am I doing to move myself towards that question or towards that goal. It is very, very important, and it helps you that you can also have someone that you are answerable to, and this can help you and push you and move you to take action every single time, because then you know that, okay, I'm not alone in this. I have someone who will need a feedback from me, someone who will want to know what I've been doing the past week or the past days. So this will help you to even take action, set your goals, and make sure you want to live up to them. And when you're doing that, it's not for the coach's benefit, but it's for your own benefit, because the business belongs to you. So you're just having someone helping you, give this support to you to help you move very, very fast. Yeah. So you know, whether maybe sometimes we'll think, oh, I have a higher level of education in this area, I have bachelor or masters in this area, you know, whether we are graduates with MBA or whatever, you know, or maybe we are stay-at-home mom, or we are a working mom, we can simply answer these questions that I've just mentioned. We can simply answer them by using the advices and tips that I've mentioned also earlier, or maybe using the advice from your coach, or maybe from other business professionals that are out there. Maybe when you have a question, you don't want to keep it to yourself. You need someone that you want to talk with and say your concern in things. Or maybe you can also do research on Google or YouTube, because there are lots and lots of informations out there as well that you want to take good use of, that can also help you for your business. Yeah. So if you need any support, you need any help with your business, maybe you're just starting, or maybe you've started already, but you find yourself having difficulty to move, you're always very, very welcome to reach out. Yeah. And I will always help you out with this. And also, if you need any advice on how to start your own home-based business, you can always reach out, always drop me a message on, if you go on my page, my fan page, or my personal profile, I have all my information, different ways you can reach out to me. You inbox me, it's very important that when you have this difficulty, don't sit back and keep it to yourself. You will be amazed on how many help you will have out there. Yeah. And also, yeah. And when you reach out, when you inbox me, together, me and you, we can go through and see where you need help, where we need to start. Because sometimes when you talk with someone, you will think this is the area really where you need help, but by talking to somebody else, you know, a professional who has been there, they can help you to see, okay, where the the help to come from to meet this other need. Yeah, so sometimes that's why it's very important to talk with somebody else to help you identify the area of your need and see how best you can get moving. Yeah, so maybe it can be maybe whether it's your target market, or maybe it's a lead generation, maybe you don't know how to generate lead, or maybe it's your mindset, or maybe it's how to create content that is a content that is you are directing to your target market. Whatever the case may be, you can be able to identify the problem of the area of problem that you have, and then this will help you. So never sit there and keep it to yourself, but reach out and you will definitely have the help you need. Yeah, so don't carry all the doubts, don't carry all the headache alone, don't carry all the problem alone. You will definitely get help out there. Yeah, so this is all I have for you guys today, and I want to thank you all who joined me this evening. And I've been just talking like machine today because I know it's a bit late, and I just want to get this one over with, and then I'll continue with my business. Yeah, because in the evening, that's when I'm more productive. So it's in the evening when it's all quiet. That's when I normally work, because then I move very, very fast. Yeah. But I want to thank you all so much who viewed in with me. Yeah, and also those of you who maybe you're watching the replay, I want to also thank you so much for taking your time and viewing this, and I hope you can apply, you get value from this tip. If you do, I would love for you to like, comment, and share with others as well, and make sure you apply them, because these are tips that I've been applying and it has been working for me. Of course, it's up to you what kind of business you have going. Yeah. So this is all for today. You all have an amazing Monday, and I will see you guys all tomorrow. Tomorrow is what day? Tomorrow is Tuesday. I will see you all tomorrow, and you all stay cool and enjoy your Tuesday. If you're in Denmark, in part of Europe where it's cold, dress warm and enjoy the cold weather. Soon we'll experience summer. If you're in the warm land, well, then that's where you have some point. We need some D vitamin, but we hope we'll get the sun very, very fast, because I can already feel very low in my D vitamin. Yeah, but I'm taking the artificial one, the tablet. So but you all have a lovely evening, and I'll see you all tomorrow, and stay blessed, stay cool, and it's bye for now.